Hi, welcome to the latest episode of Broken. Today, I want to talk about why I am heartbroken with this industry. Over the last 2 weeks, we had a lot of good things going on in the industry. We had the convention, we had the launch of a new measurement system, which is controversial, but at least it's some sort of movement in the industry, and it was just an opportunity for us to get press. So during the convention, after Kym Frank did her opening segment and busted some myths about out of home and things like that, she kind of dropped the mic behind the scenes and didn't renew her contract. So I'm heartbroken for the industry for her leaving her head of Geopath, but not because it's just Kym Frank. I'm sad to lose what she brought to this industry, and the vigor and the love of the industry and the way she would go around and promote us and help us out. So I think that's a big loss. And the other thing that really I found amusing was we had this opportunity in the press, in the media radar or whatever it was, and they get this inside tip that it was, the reason that she didn't renew was her suspected coup by Anna, and I find that funny for many reasons. One, because that's what people are focused on, and it's just, I don't know if it's a woman thing, and I mean I'm not even going to get into this, but maybe it is, because if a man left, would they say, oh, it was a cat fight with another guy? I mean, that's how I took that article. And what was funny about it was that, I don't know who this insider they talked to was, but I know from my personal experience with Kym is that something like that is not going to be the cause of her leaving. Anybody that knows her, knows she's too strong to let some shot across the bow be the reason that she's just going to storm off and leave. And number two, I've heard just the tip of the iceberg of the stuff that she dealt with there on a day-to-day basis. So I can't imagine that this would be the thing that it's like, I'm going to just throw my hands up. So I wanted to talk about that. But what upsets me is that we had another opportunity to get good press and come together, and instead it's just become this pissing match now between OAAA and their measurement and Geopath's measurement, and who's believing in this and who's buying into that, and I think it's ridiculous that we just have to infight over something so trivial. My personal opinion is OAAA should not be doing measurement. We fought so hard that, I'm going back to DECs and guys counting, people driving by and little traffic strips and things like that, right? And we've come so far. And yes, it's been a process. And no matter what you can say about Kym or Geopath in general, love them or hate them, they're a necessary evil, and they do serve their purpose. And secondarily, we have to remember what kind of organization it is, right? So the problem that people have is that things don't move fast enough. But at the same time, we all agreed to, this is how things are going to go. We're going to have our board of directors, and we're going to take votes, and we're all going to have a say in how things are done, right? I mean, I remember the swap from DEC to Eyes On took months, and people still didn't understand it. And then we moved to something else, right? So the thing is that what this did with this pissing match, or whether it exists or not, is kind of just devaluing everything that we have worked for all of these years, right? We all agreed on a measurement. We all agreed to not show opportunity to see because it was too confusing. So now all of a sudden the conversation has changed back to like, well, I want this and this is great and everybody's going to jump on this. And it just doesn't make sense to me, because we were finally getting somewhere. And I don't understand what OAAA's part in this is, and I'd love to know. I mean, I'm open to talk to anyone about it. I'm an OAAA member. I think I have a right to know what's going into this measurement, who's the one that signed off on it. Is it just the media owner side, or the publisher side, as they like to call themselves these days. And that's another thing that really, I look back and I look at the arc of what we've called vendors, right? We started out calling them vendors as an agency. Oh, our vendors. And then we said, that's a little disrespectful. Let's start calling them media owners. And then we said, even that, you know what, we work together with them. So then we started calling them media partners. And now they've decided to call themselves publishers, which, at the end of the day, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know why it upsets me, but it does, because it almost it diminishes what they do, right? You have a digital unit, but you're not a publisher. You're not a website. There's so many other aspects, and this is what it comes down to for my whole session about everything that I've been doing on this site with these podcasts, is just bitching about what we're doing. So you have you have a digital sign that's real estate. There's actual things around it, so you can sell it however you want. But now you're putting yourself into this publisher space and calling yourself a publisher, and it just, I don't know, it feels like digital has become so important to people that they're forgetting who they are and where they come from. I don't know the numbers, so I'm not going to quote them, but it's like, it's not a lot. Maybe 20% of people's inventory is digital. So why is everybody so obsessed about this? Why, if the theories are right, why is OAAA moving to do measurement so we can start getting higher CPMs on our digital stuff? Like, the digital stuff is great, but that's not all we do. Maybe some people, that's all they do. And they just focus on that digital part, and that's great. But out of home as a medium, as an industry, has more to give and more to tell than just a digital story. So, with that, I'm not going to keep complaining, but I just wanted to get my 2 cents out about this Kym Frank and Geopath thing. So I hope to see you guys soon, and tune in next time. Thanks.